No curfew, no bedtime. I, on the other hand, was marched straight off to bed. No questions asked. For so long, I kept asking myself, why are the rules different for me? Is it that I don't deserve fairness in my parents' eyes? Or is my presence just so unwanted? Turns out, they were just saving my brain. Because missing sleep can send out huge alarms throughout my entire body. And my brain was not meant for surprises. Now, knowing and understanding the neuroscience behind each decision my parents make for me, I can empathize with the situation. In Homer, the Iliad, sleep is shown as vulnerability. Warriors don't sleep because it exposes face to attack. Similarly, thousands of years later, we have Andrew Tate and his youth culture, which glorifies sleeping just 4 to 5 hours as a badge of honor. I tried before our sleep schedule. Let's just say my coffee needed coffee. We celebrate people who sleep less as if they're stronger, more committed, as if sleep is a glitch in human design. But through the years, I've had my own journey, learning and exploring through the evidence that the real flaw is skipping the reset. Something I should have mentioned is that I have epilepsy. This means I can have spontaneous seizures triggered by lack of nutrients, hydration, or sleep. I still remember my first seizure. Back in India, I was sitting next to my mom, and the doctor came closer to me with a needle. I had blood tests before. I knew I was going to be fine, but the doctor came closer and closer, and the world went black. It felt like I was spending years on an endless roller coaster, unable to get off. And when I woke up, just 2 minutes later, my world was a mess. My mom was trying to hold herself together. My dad was scrambling, searching for the right hospital, the right doctor, the right treatment. And I was feeling betrayed by my body, by my mind. That's when I realized that I can't see treatment as optional, but essential. What happens when you've got too many softwares open on your laptop? It lags, overheats, and generally lowers the efficiency. It gets to a point where even asking you to open a Word document is like asking you to solve world peace. So, what do? You press Control, Alt, Delete, and pray. Now, have you ever felt unreasonably stressed out or anxious? Felt like your brain couldn't comprehend or understand basic information? Well, just like when a laptop is overused and is overcrowded with different softwares, your brain is being overcrowded with neurotoxins. And even a slight buildup of these can cause a huge impact in the nervous system. This can range from low-scale depression and anxiety to severe cognitive impairment, and can also be a trigger for pre-existing medical conditions, such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, or in my case, it's a serious trigger for epilepsy. And this reason isn't just about speed, it's about cleaning up the mess. Think of your brain as a busy store. During the day, shoppers are crowding the aisles, grabbing the items they need off the shelves and leaving behind a huge mess. The workers in the store are trying to keep up, but there are just so many customers and so much mess. But when it's night and the store finally closes, you're left with a huge pile of trash for the store to be productive the next day. Similarly, your brain has a night shift. The glymphatic system acts as a cleaning crew, restocking your brain of the supplies it needs and cleaning out all of the neurotoxins. Skip sleep and it's like the store stayed open 24/7. Everything's a mess and nobody can find the Cheerios. While still being productive, your brain wouldn't be able to work as well as the day before. So, how do we hit Control, Alt, Delete on ourselves? Here's a few tips with no software updates required. Now, before you think this is another one of those complicated sleep hacks, Let me introduce you to a method I found surprisingly useful and efficient. It's called the 3-2-1 method. The timeline's simple: 3 hours, 2 hours, and 1 hour before you go to sleep. Step 1. No food 3 hours before you sleep. For me, this means giving up my midnight snacks, but it's a necessary sacrifice for the good of my sleep. Because when you eat before sleep, it just increases the chances of you waking up from your slumber. Step 2. No work 2 hours before you sleep. Can't imagine this one will get too much hate, but it means not doing activities that get your brain buzzing too much, as it makes it harder for you to unwind. Step 3. The finale. The hardest challenge of them all, but the one with the highest success. Hear me out for this one, but for 1 hour before you sleep, you're going to have to say no to your devices. I know, sometimes I get selfish and anxiety from my phone as well, but Instagram will still be there in 8 hours. Pinky promise. I have always struggled with falling asleep at night, tossing and turning for what felt like hours, and that has resulted in late nights filled with doom scrolling, until even my feed got sick of me. The next morning, I would wake up and pay the consequences, feeling my body break down as it put into the verge of its capabilities day after day. My brain kept falling victim of the brutal you snooze, you lose, which I convinced myself was worth it, only to realize I was stopping my success before I even tried to have a chance, limiting my mind and creativity and critical thinking. Because the real power in life isn't in avoiding the shutdown, but in realizing when it is necessary. As surviving is basic, but thriving is legendary.